Yeah, Trev, I'll tell you, there's dozens, if not hundreds of people gathering right outside the state capitol. They are all right behind me. This crowd has started to grow larger and larger over the last couple hours. To give you a better view just how big the crowd is, I want to take you to video of Sky 12 that's currently flying above us right now. Everyone here in the crowd chanting, carrying signs, blowing whistles, all protesting ICE operations that are currently happening. And again, we've seen walkouts over the last couple days, but this is definitely the largest gathering that we've seen so far this week. Again, you can hear the cars driving by honking right behind me. Everyone, again, carrying signs, blowing whistles. I've actually seen a couple people open carrying here outside of the state capitol. And this is all just a large gathering, and we've seen plenty of these happening across the valley. As you mentioned earlier, you had several school walkouts taking place here. Sky 12 is also flying over there, those walkouts that were happening in Mesa, Chandler, Goodyear, Avondale, and Phoenix. And you can see just how large those crowds are, all again filled with students, again, carrying the signs and denouncing ICE. We did speak with a few students outside of Millennium High School in Goodyear, telling us they felt this walkout is something they needed to take part in.
No one should be taken and ripped away from their families and then the people that they love.
I feel like it's a civil duty for all of the U.S. citizens to stand up for when it's not right.
All these other people who are just getting snatched off the streets, and I don't think that's okay, especially little kids that are being snatched from their families.
Now, several Valley school districts were aware of this happening today, some telling us they are in support of students' First Amendment rights. As far as missing school, they tell us students will be marked with an unexcused absence. While these crowds are large, we were told the Tucson Unified School District, in preparation for today, actually canceled classes at more than a dozen campuses because of expected staff shortages. Now, back here at the state capitol, we are seeing more people walking this direction. We have seen some people leave, but a very large police presence is here. Police presence here as well. When I was trying to get into the state capitol about 30 minutes ago, they actually had part of Washington blocked off, diverting traffic going the other direction. But we are still seeing people arrive here. This crowd, again, as more people come in, is only expected to get larger. We'll be sure to stay out here and keep an eye on it and keep you updated as this develops. For now, we're live in Phoenix. Chase Golightly, 12 News.
Chase, there is quite the commotion behind you. I mean, we can hear it loudly here in studio. I'm wondering, you know, obviously this is part of a nationwide walkout. It's kind of an ICE out, if you will. Businesses being closed, students walking out, protesters. But who are the majority of those people there? I mean, is it a lot of students? A lot of, like, who are we looking at?
You're seeing a mix. I would say mostly the younger generation, many students, I would say maybe college age. We also saw that ASU also had a walkout today with dozens of students also gathering in the lawn there. So I would say mostly younger people, but I am also seeing parents with their young kids, appear to be elementary school. But I would say most of the crowd here would be somewhere in your teens to 20s to 30s right now, mostly younger people coming in, but it is really all ages out here for the protest. And like I said, more are coming in as we speak.
Yeah, Chase, it seems very peaceful right now. What's the police presence like?
As far as where we're standing, I'm not seeing too many officers around. Mostly they are on Washington. They're on the area surrounding the state capitol, especially where the parking lots are. But as far as my ground view where I am, because we're in between the protesters and the state capitol, I'm not seeing any kind of police presence over here. I'm sure they're in the area. I know that they are aware of the situation. Like I said, the largest police presence I saw was on Washington as you're heading west into the state capitol. As far as protesters, all peaceful. Haven't seen any kind of commotion or anything like that. They are really just in this area. You're hearing some speakers. They have a microphone up there, and so people are giving speeches. There has been chanting. People have been singing songs. But as far as what I've seen just from the ground level, no violence, nothing like this. Everything so far has been peaceful, but police are on standby in case that were to change.
And that is so good that this is a peaceful protest. Of course, we don't want any violence to break out. We've been watching this play out for the past hour. They've been walking blocks. It looks like the end point is the state capitol. What do they hope to achieve? And I mean, is there anyone there to listen to them on behalf of the state?
I've not seen any lawmakers. I wouldn't be surprised if there are some state representative senators here as well. We've seen some state senators like Annalise Ortiz participating in these rallies and speaking during them and everything like that. But I think this is just part, again, of that nationwide call to protest ICE and the Trump administration regarding the recent operations that we've seen take place in places like Minneapolis, Minnesota, and also the operations that have also taken place here in the Valley. But I think, again, this is just a demonstration showing that they are against those ICE operations. But as far as any kind of notable speakers, I haven't seen that yet at this time.
All right, this is just part of a national day of protest. Scenes like this happening across the country today for students, workers, and just citizens who are upset or want to voice their objection to the scenes that they saw playing out in Minnesota and other cities. We'll continue to follow it.